Bar Association, 90% ya kronfo. Now, what in Ghana? What is the Ghana Bar Association releases statement to me? The president and the ex-president, they are all criminals. In Korean and saying a year guy, eco form Kosha Ghana Law School, what was in Bium. Opoko Ajman, Maxwell Opoko Ajman, causes some Kwalabe 10 or 20, Echo Ghana Law School, what was him? Ghana Bar Association, I kronfo go for me. I don't, this thing, Ghana not say. Ghana no I say, Mrs. Sake is not going to say, Maxwell Opoko Ajman. Chief Justice Mone retired law judges ekacha so onfa nipa be 20 nkogu Ghana Law School ye che no no anka confess here no Maxwell Opoku Adjuma kwase campaign nam Ghana hwento no ewi we ekrobia eda ko gina cycle ya bontirim tu ato atwe ya to ball ye ko enim but kwase campaign ya Sunday be korea ye chairman not wo na ye conference no abagina oh Mr. Maxwell Opoku Adjuma Ghana den na odem kwase akeka saa obi ambodi tu onkuri nti ekro no no consequence obi ansoro hwe. There are no consequences. Obian Srohi inti bonina na ye di bonisa ye chantro. Let me tell you people for a fact. Let me tell you this. Oba America, politicians ebokrono. Oko Japan, politicians ebokrono. Oko UK, politicians ebokrono. But Busa won say, are politicians bold to commit the crime? Oba American politics politicians bokrono. But Busa won say, why are they not so bold to commit a crime? They know the consequences. Omunim the end game. Inti Obo Bokro na they make sure say they don't spill it in the faces of the people. They don't even make the people feel say we are so disgusted to the point to make them look like say animals now because they know the consequences. Embrand so moi ubeko jail. So when you check the ratio of abrofo politicians on Bokro now to compare Africa is a pool of criminals because the consequences are not there. Because every fool can commit a crime and walk. A soldier instructed soldiers to kill citizens during an election. Police, IGP instructed police to go and kill citizens during an election. Soldiers entered parliament against our constitution. A member of parliament just disrupted an election to elect a speaker of parliament. And all these things just passed. We had a man who was leading a whole ministry where 1,500 excavators disappeared. That fool has been given another appointment by an old fool. Then you tell me to come sit here and say, please, Boga. You get what I mean now? It is not trainers who analyze it very well. And you see, say, we are living in a jungle where fools are leading us, and they are confident fools because there are no consequences for anything. And I'm back they see what torch them. Their boss, they don't care because the system has come to accept crime. Criminality is the next name of the government of the day. But before this, we were every day having press conferences, forums, whatever, to speak on issues. People were being held accountable. There was a precedent or yetani meka because yenye de be tough one and kwasiafo. And so Ghana na ye chichire tough one chichire Ghana. It's a fact. But the majority of Intafo na chichire Ghana, whether we like it or not, as Antimaikro de boy and Samra no Intafo na chichire and into two for he respects people and respects the tradition, he respects the northerners. But yet bibia to ye trim 10 niba G and Kwakra den Kiyu and into the Yakwasi Digina Swami. Yes, demonstration. Oh, yeah, demonstration is 6 years. Nipana do so 24 years. Now, oh, yeah, Buakra. At a point, you have to say, no, menya punching. Let me vote against this person. The noise you are making, it will not change anything or think idea jantra for. Vote against him. And then I'm nipa. And then I'm different from a punching. And then I'm different from cramming. Because your conscience are pricking you to make a decision that will change your life positively. So let your conscience lead you. Don't let your tribe, don't let your party, don't let some foolish slogan. Let that thing God gave you, because God created us in his own image. Every wisdom God has, he has actually impacted it. He has given it to men. It's up to us to give ourselves that room to apply that common sense. So you don't need anybody to tell you that Asaiche Mensa ye Jimmy Tutiano, Kennedy Japan ye Jimmy Tutiano. You don't need it because they have been in parliament for 24 years. Jimmy just said KT Hammond. Why is a ponko? Na dance ya so kwa na kwa di esi wo ho. I said mo ne guo. Last minute something to be bad dance ya so kwa. Asanta dance ya so kwa hene o feel me pa. Me na papa da for pa no. Mo free krom kwa na ma no de Jimmy fo. Yeah, pempuntu abakroma o say Kevin akase tia me nti enya oden fa Jimmy tina baby on hene kura tiase adanse hene adanse asokwa hene kura tiase o say me nana en na waka no KT Ham bodam ni wa tena nipa no so 24 years so tsedien afi no wo ye kwan Jimmy. So let us stop this blaming this and blaming that and wait. The issue is you have the power to decide who leads you. 2020 ya on the stage e wo bantama swame yesa de kwasia esa akodi omotwitwi soroku adentira omufiri nkran aba omunim nyansa na nka omunim nyansa adena swame na mka so mbe change na se Japan omun change ye so omunim nyansa adena omuntumi mpo embassy eye hospitals na e wo horo mo beto asoma mo hontomo so omunim nyansa adena kumase ende e hwaye fi se bonsam bi enum omunim nyansa ba mo na masoso agimi fo so nti in their heads no they think they are intelligent hwe John Kuma and then the fu na adoa no I say onyem dokono ohun se mo gimi John Kuma pese obeye MP. I did a scandal time one nip 100 million me the documents ba bontene yenya obi wa sempa nim den se eye abrowa bi to ho odene betena ho ombusa no sa asam with documents so na wo primary school no na yeso woni made pa Jimmy and John Kuma won the fuaye ohun say ye Jimmy baby ofiri so ye Jimmy enti ye beto won the fuaye enche pupu ko de gum na dia yare it will explode, it will come out and it will shut you down one day enti yete ha no enye say bia tan obi o we want to unzoo the people ye guzu ye ne nkwara no ye pese ye yi nipa ne free zoo num na ye be ye nipa ye ndane don patron tra kejetia entra eye Kumasi zoo nka say mama 1 Ghana. We are not going to allow anybody to beg for 1 Ghana. We are going to make humans live like humans. Mama yenye editorial of the day. It's exactly 5:54 p.m. US East Coast time. It's 9:54 in Ghana. And there me be check bibi match ro. We are Ghana now hwe me nyabotre. Ghana card now what no. NPP are buying way, you have nothing to do with it. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, he has nothing to do with Ghana card. A media nibi and a protected Baumia, ama Ghana for Junior almost say Ghana card no Baumia na de buy. After this episode, I had also started with Sansem. This is the time also TSS NPP are buying way, it's fake. They don't have any credit to their name. Baumia has nothing to his name. So that digitization agenda already to me say wabe Ghana card be no obwa. And I'll prove to you tonight. Oh Shamia, you might not like me. You might not be handsome like me. You might not be somebody you want to listen to. But every day something tells you to listen to me because you know the truth is here. Listen to the truth. I'll back it with facts for you to know that we are here to serve Ghana and to speak truth to power. After this short break, I will start the editorial of the day. You're still watching with all due respect, extended version. I will be right back.
We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on development. Under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. Leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. First of all, and if that is not clear, if there is any doubt about what your identity is, There were even doubts about your age and all of that. You are not likely to get that loan if you don't have a track record that goes with your identity. You have a problem. And we had a situation in Ghana where for 60 years, we have a 30 million population, but we don't have unique identity numbers. And this is why we introduced and sort of went ahead to implement, because in 2008, the National ID Card Project was introduced in 2008. But when we came into office in 2017, we thought that was the key pillar for digitization of this economy.
So that was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Utie, the last video I played, I'll say in 2008, the national identification was introduced. Na omoba power no, and na omobesisa no, no, something different. And I will start the other video I played. Take your time and listen to this one too.
Under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card.
Bawumia said, for the first time in Ghana's history, under their administration, Ghana has been able to issue the first digital ID card. Sarah Mahmoud Bawumia Kanye. I said, for the first time in our history, Ghana has issued the first digital ID card.
First of all, and if that is not clear, if there is any doubt about what your identity is, there were even doubts about your age and all of that, you are not likely to get that loan if you don't have a track record that goes with your identity. You have a problem. And we had a situation in Ghana where for 60 years, we have a 30 million population, but we don't have unique identity numbers. And this is why we introduced and sort of went ahead to implement, because in 2008, the National ID Card Project was introduced in 2008. But when we came into office in 2017, we thought that was the key pillar for digitization of this economy.
So when you listen to me very well, I'll say, I'm introduce here, and then went ahead to instituted or distribute cards. Into Bawumia, very, very well. One part and I'll say, I'm the first to introduce digital. The other part was from 2008, and and went ahead with it. It do some time. He's very careful choosing his words, because he knew, when he claims full ownership of Ghana card, the right people watching will come out and say you're a liar. Now, because he cannot claim full ownership, what he tries to do is say, or use words to be the confusing. And those words were the first to introduce a digital card in 60 years in Ghana's history. So he makes you think, he engineered Ghana card, and that the Ghana card today we have now, or say, it has never been issued in Ghana's history before now, yet through Omono. He wants you to believe, or no, and a mastermind Ghana card. Into he flip-flops, and anytime he's speaking about Ghana card, he's very cautious, because on him he is not the originator or the blueprint behind it in the first place, and he has not added anything to it. But because or play with the minds of the people, and he knows that it is going to come in his favor, because some of the media will help him know, he tries to walk on a very thin line, being very careful. Now, he has walked on this thin line for a long time, and For some reason, the media, they have allowed him to walk and or catch a Ghana for say, or in a year Ghana card, or in a change Ghana card, or in the idea of Ghana card buy. Into the Ghana for bitrim, into endano economics now, and as economics now, you're not affiliating a hunan to a bieno. He's switching quietly to digitization, and then he's using Ghana card to front it. Into the moment you come to digitization, also Ghana card. Now, the moment he does that, what he's trying to do now is that economic messiah thing. Now we have exposed him on Obianim so abono. He is now going to use digitization to drive his weak campaign, and then almost sell bibia chire yeni ntimemufo no say eye bawomia na de Ghana card buy. But listen to me very well. Mayanhwe the genesis of Ghana card and baby ayabedru ye wia na mebusa say bawomia onena Ghana card yambo ni ding emfanto ase ala say yambo bi foforo ding. It's very, very important. Mesimbe wie we no be say bawomia oni nothing to his name. Only anything to his name. He's vague, weak-minded politician. He played on the conscience and the stupid bigotry of some of us to get where he is. Yeah. Now, let's start this. So, what you've seen on the screen, what we call the National Identification Authority. A year in 2006, Yabaman Bayemra, IFRBB Act 2006, Act 707, 2006, and a Bayemra. Sad time na Kufuor and a president. Into Kufuor by on the dream who say, oh, Ghana for being here be a friend ID, be a union between because that time no, the near one a year voters ID. But Kufuor Banijin said we needed something it to be a little bit advanced than the a year voters ID. Something that we can all hold and say this is a national ID for other things. And even though no, they didn't really see what was in it, no, they tried to implement it. The credit goes to Kufuor's government for even thinking of say Ghana drew point to be we will need something called a national ID. So in 2006, under Kufuor, this act was put together. And if you know, Act 2006, the National Identification Authority Act 2006, Act 707. You can go and read that. Now, after that, you know, follow me, Dimechi. Dia mi ready biano nyabotre ne tie mechirechirem sane be ye dru be bia me church documents are obeti ase enti what we are going to do today is say ya tro bibia ye de beto screen so me no be kan. Then as we move forward I will show you the documents that's linked to this sane be ya obehu where we are going. Nipa ode eye Ghana card die ekuta sisia no nipa na initiative ntia ekuta sa Ghana card we. Let's move forward. Now, it is important to state that the NIA system, as implemented in 2008, was a central system. Act no 2006, 2008, and Kufuor Aban decided to obey implemented. Now, it is important to state that the NIA system, as implemented in 2008, was a central system. Now, what is a central system? Central system here means NIA will go to the various regions, register people, issue them a receipt, and come to Accra to print the cards. NFN central system. Into those times, starting in 2008, you know, NIA for no will come. No matter information when you na. Then what they will do in the say, register we, various things in your regions now. No mama receipt say asimesi. Ya ba ho be yes anyo we the information we concrete receipt we and a say ya ba o de kire ya eye wankasa wo dia. So it was a processor almost started here. Now so almost the same information in your concrete now ma print card no one crying into asankrigwa na NIA for no so asa de abre wa asankrigwa into here adwuma wo na nya adwuma ketwa Now, uko anymore say, it must also be noted that as at the time of registration in 2008, the data center to print the cards were not ready. Into 2008, time and omo ya sadie we nyina omo ba Ghana for ho fie to take your fingerprint and do all those things now. Omo receipt, no much information in the concrete no. Na ye ni bibi e friend data center. Sa information omo gi nyina no omo de kwa akogu ho and I say machine kese bi egu a ye be store sa data no so na ebi ni ho. This is 2008. Sa tana ko for president. Then as part of the process, NIA was to capture 4 fingerprints, only left and right thumbs, left and right index finger. Into no fingerprints. Now the cards to be issued was a 2D bar code reader. Sa time no card na ye current. Oh issue card information na ema card near current then in 2018 no na a 2D barcode. Also be a team as I say cards are near using the 2008 no, and the over those cards no we have advanced to the point whereby no man na ema card near effective no you changing no so na phone you use you say e and your smartphones and your phones are ultimately with ni ABA. So you have to understand that that time no that was the current a year technology na JUC. And then you find a 2D barcode. Now, so uko enima NIA begins distributing ID cards. That is 2011. And from 2008, for free, you could see say 2011. Now NIA distribute cards. Now cards na no more distribute na information na oma ko nipa no ho akwaje aban kran abaya card no adwuma e dia koma nipa na omo bebi omo information no. So you need to understand say as way back as 2011 Ghanaians were being issued Ghana card, and that card Ghana card was 2D barcode. That is 2008 upwards. There was no advanced card than that. Now when we were moving from 2008 2009 2010 we started getting advanced in the world. Different things were being changed. Technology was being changed. So obviously, along the way, something will happen. So that's when the evidence that shows say even 2011, way back in 2011, when another president, Atamils was president, way back in 2011, they were sharing Ghana card. NIA was sharing Ghana card. Now, when you move forward, there's something here. The NPP lost election 2008, and the NDC became the governing party into NPP Friso and the NDC by 2009. Before that, Professor Dumont was changed to Professor Tefua by Kufuor before NDC came. Into Ansana Kufuor ebe free office no na Professor Dumont and Aneoho. The time Kufuor be free office na no oyi Professor Dumont and the Tefua be sheho. Until before Kufuor was leaving office, no, na Professor Dumont and oyi no the Atufo be sheho. Kufuor ko na Atufo na head of National Identification Authority. Into the exit of Kufuor no brought in Atufo, Professor Atufo yehun in there. Now in 2008, NIA had registered only 2 regions. Time and Kufuor free abemu. Emma NDC take over no. Kufuor register only 2 regions, and that is Central and Western. Na a Central region, any Western Kwana Kufuor register the power. Make the NIA under Kufuor's administration. Na only 2 regions, and a starting a register the power. And see, we all know for a fact to say from 2008, 10, 9, 10, 11, Ghana card was in existence. People were being registered. People were being issued cards with a 2D barcodes. 2008, near you 3310, near you Bajire, near you Banchi phones. So for a government or a country to start to issue even Ghana card, say our paper so cry, then there were people who were thinking. Fine. Now it was in 2009. No, so Atefo was kicked out. And Dr. Ahazi was appointed when the NDC came to power in 2009. Inti Dumont was changed by Kufuor and Ode Atifo Abesheho. And this Winnie Power 2009 no and almost change a Atifo and Omode Dr. Ahadi Ebehede NIA. Now it was in 2009 that the NDC government established the data center to be able to print the cards because they didn't want to finish registering everyone before starting to print the cards. Now, the question is, in 2009, NDC bought power and the OBC the data center, NIA head office. Now, let me give credit to Kufuor. Kufuor's administration started, but it was at the foundation. They did not see the essence in making sure that the data center was sitting there before even NIA starts to give card. Kufuor any idea, no, but they did not know or not know the reason why it also Moses data center. Inti Kufuor data center na what the basics. Inti NDC bar power in 2009 no, and NDC ever complete data center no, ever making sure the data center has been put together so that data can be stored. Now, Ubebusa will say, at this point, do we have Ghana card in the system? Yes. At this point, Ghanaians, have they been issued with Ghana cards? Yes. At this point, can you say, Menowotie, not your card be a Ghana nibe to make said this is a unique card with my data and information on it? Yes. Now let's move forward. In all, over 1 million cards, over 1 million cards were distributed to people in the Greater Accra out of 3.5 million cards. Now, time I'm building data center, I'm to me issue 1 million cards, and this is in 2009. They had printed 3.5 million cards sitting with all the data on the system. They were able to distribute 1 million in Greater Accra alone. So we had 3.5 million cards which had already been printed with data being kept by the Ghana government at NIA. The distribution, they had been able to distribute 1 million in Greater Accra region. Now, it was based on this that management concluded that the system inherited was quite expensive, especially when you deploy all our staff to go and register and come back and print and go back and give the cards to them. The reason why in terms of what 3.5 million cards information and the cards are more printing, the money here didn't say. Now you go to the field, you go to the villages, you go to the towns. Because I said 2009 NDC bar power not the same format no use, the same procedure no use. NIA officials were going into the villages, registering people, giving the receipt, coming back to Accra, put everything on the CD, and then what you have to do, come and work on it and put the data on a card and print it and then take it back. Into omuye analysis say no. There are over 3.5 million cards sitting. Now the process of making sure the data is being uploaded and intact, we are wasting time because 1 million penny to match. So why don't we have or come up with another idea whereby the process will be smooth? That is when we were in 2009, 2010. Things were getting advanced. Into the NDC government were like, no, the thing is being done, but the pace is too much. The amount of money we are spending of just collecting data, coming back to Accra, print card, take it back to the people is too cumbersome and it is too expensive. Ni pebi obefrin kan free NIA akwotene kuras be 2 weeks. Akwogigi sa anyoma na sa ba ne duane ne back and forth, the security, the transportation. Just it was a lot. So they realized the cards are there, but they're not able to issue it because they need to take their time and enter everything in the data and make sure Ghanaians normal data it is intact. Now, in 2013, Margins Group approached. There is a company called Margins Group. They approached NIA with a proposal of system to. So in 2013, Margin Group approached NIA with a proposal of a system to issue instant cards to Ghanaians under PPP arrangement. So a company just came, and I'm saying, Government of Ghana, National Identification Authority, this is our proposal. We can bring a new system on board whereby we will get instant card. Inti so obijna lotobio kwashi. Na se oba NIA for edit table esuo. Na se ojine ya jine biometrics, ya jine data, the fingerprinting, the age the day wona. Se nipa na sa day na, that same day the person will get their national ID card. So this was something that happened in 2013. Mahama was in power. And then it was basically a public-private partnership. The proposal was like a private company working with a government institution so that it would be more transparent. So that company was called Margins Group. Margins Group. And these names, because these are names we will come back to. So, the NIA board approved the proposal and suggested that the system should be piloted using the foreigners under a project name Foreigners Identity Management System. So what to be a friend of FIMS. Yes. The project was to run for 2 years. And if successful, expanded to cover the whole Ghana. And the only proposal by the Ghana government said, okay, we through the NIA say, okay, I think this makes sense. We are going to cut cost. We are going to make sure that cards are distributed quickly. People get access to the cards. Data will be stored well. Now, Ghana government then under Mahama, NIA focus said, no, we cannot just lift Ghana's data and give to this company, even though we trust them, but this is Ghana's data. We cannot give everything to Margin and say, start running this. But there is another angle where foreigners living in Ghana, they were also registering as foreign citizens. And it's all about America. You'll be a friend of a green card, temporal business cards near that. So the Mahama administration through the NIA came up with an idea, say, Ghanaians' data is so precious that we can't just hand it over in case anything happens. We are not saying anything will happen. So what we are going to do is say, we want to do a pilot with this your system you are talking about, Margins Group. The pilot is use the foreigners, the FIMS, the Foreign Identity Management System. Use the FIMS as pilot project. Yeah, 2 years. More for FIMS, foreigners, because a foreigner coming to Ghana temporarily for work or something, now our Ghana card, now say Ira and data Ira. We shouldn't be worried too much because they have their primary data where they came from. In fact, they have their own passport. But for Ghanaians, for all our data to be given to this company one time, so the Mahama administration said no. Start it with FIMS. More use foreigners first for 2 years. More piloting here say it will be effective. People will get their cards quickly. People will be able to access information. Their data can be stored in a way that we will know that it is protected by margins and protected by NIA. So the Mahama administration said, for 2 years, use the FIMS. More for foreigners, Mum protect Ghana for the end for now. Don't give it to FIMS. Don't give it to margins. Let them use the FIMS, the foreigners, mum and use the foreigners for as a pilot. So, then they will expand the project to cover Ghanaians. Now, see this. In 2014, the then Deputy Attorney General issued a letter to both parties, NIA and IMS, for a meeting to resolve matters surrounding the new system so that the factory acceptance test can be out. Now, when a year IMS for no a year test in with the FIMS foreigners it got to a point whereby everything was successfully done. The Ghana government through NIA who say the system is perfect. Which means issue Ghana card instantly. The data is well protected. Now FIMS for we're now telling Ghanaians that they want to be holding our data. Now, Ghana government is thinking of opening it up for them to cover the whole Ghana. But now, FIMS Fono were saying, Ghana government should give them the data to handle, to keep the data. When we need it, we will come to them. And then NIA and the Mahamanika said, no, we cannot just make you have the data. We will keep the data. When you need to work on the data, come to us. We will give you access. We will be the people with the key. If you want to do something with our data, we will open it and supervise you to work on our data. But we cannot hand over the data to you. So that back and forth, between IMS, the company that was doing the IMS identity management system for margins for and NIA back and forth. The Attorney General then wrote to them and said, why the delay? What is happening? This is supposed to be an easy thing. So there was a back and forth with this company about who to keep the data. At the end of the day, the Ghana government, the NIA, is supposed to keep it. If you ask me, I will say that. Now, so they launched the films. Now look at Ghana card very well. So what's Ghana card? There what top no? And Ghana card na under Mahama and na o the other down so Ghana card under Ekufuado Bawumia Now these two cards no, I want to tell you this before we move forward. Who say so big John Okacho say Ghana card today is totally a different thing. Now the old Ghana card, the old data, the old information no Osha a personal ID number na a GHA 001963287-6. That is the old Ghana card. 2D barcode that John Mahama must start to sell me here. And everybody has a unique ID number in Ghana. Your date of birth, it is Aoba. Now say, oh, the different name, now change your date of birth. It will not sync because the data, the unique number, GA number, no, it only syncs with the name and sex and date of birth you've given us. Now, so Aoba new one now. This is one same this is the same person. Nipa bakuna. And Bawomian Nana Kufuado no, share identification number no, a GHA 001963287-6. Meaning say the new card no moka say the new advanced Ghana card being sidano. It is using the same data that in 2008 all the way to 2015 before Mahama left office no. This is the same data that they have lifted and placed on the new so-called Ghana card we are using today. Because every Ghanaian has a unique Ghana number, identification number. In the Sobika was say a new Ghana card was created is a lie. The data that was used in starting the Republic of Ghana National Identity Card is the same data that they have picked and placed on this card. Now, remember, the old Ghana card, it was using what? It was using 2D barcode. That 2D barcode, the old Ghana card. Now, almost the new Ghana card, it uses smart card. Remember, company or my proposal say new Ghana card and or the smart features company, your friend Margins Group. Remember, that same company is still working on Ghana card. So our company normally propose our bread NDC na NDC G2 mu say now no monya test with films that your technology of this smart card we will use it that same company is working with this NPP government. So it means to say the proposal that was accepted by the NDC administration that we should convert the Ghana card from 2D barcode to smart card. It was actually accepted in the proposal. The contract was signed when John Mahama was in power. So it was just a matter of implementation. The reason why the NDC went to me and launching was because maybe the window was tight, maybe the elections, maybe the way things were going. Mahama did not see it right to say he needed to launch it because it was something he was looking for it to, in fact, blow up well. So if we are talking about the company that brought the new smart system, you're using in there Margins Group, they are the same company. Ghana card in there. This is the same company that was contracted by the NDC after they looked at their proposal and saw say a Ghana card free 2D edible smart card. The process was started by Kufuor, and NDC actually moved Ghana card from 2D barcode to smart card. So if somebody tells you, say, we came to power and it has never happened before and we brought a smart card, the same company that was contracted by the NDC government after a 2-year research and also test, that is the same company we are working with today. And when you look at the cards, it is the same data. Nothing has changed. And I'm going to say the what form the new Ghana card and the also the old Ghana card 2D. It was the same company that was converting the 2D into smart card. So there's nothing extraordinary about what we are seeing. Now let me show you this. When you look at the old Ghana card, now when you look at the cards, it's the same. You see a unique identification number. This is the FIMS timer on we have foreign ones. Now let me show you something. Now a year company any Ghana government it's national, there was an agreement. Now the company documented everything. The Ghana government documented everything. Now their job scope, any ejuma also time Ghana government after the proposal about 2 years now, they were moving from 2D barcode to a year smart card. These are some of the things a year on record Baumia as we speak. He knows. Says the FIMS project is a public-private partnership (PPP) between the National Identification Authority (NIA) and Identity Management Systems, formerly known as FIMS Ghana Limited, a special purpose vehicle which piloted. And this Baumia, this report, the NDC MPP government, they have it. So this company piloted it. And after piloting, NDC form go ahead to move it from 2D barcode to smart card. You have to understand that this was the time, the last part of NDC's administration. We are talking about 2015, 2016. And they have given the green light that this card, that is 2D old card, this same company should move it to smart card. The company still exists. The contract still exists. Nothing new has been brought. Now, Shadia. So when you finish the statement, piloted the registration of foreign nationals residents in Ghana as a proof of concept of registration, all Ghanaians and foreigners. Now, let me show you this. When you go into the details, the company's contract to the government of Ghana and NIA, and these documents I'm showing you, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or works, our documents, the government, MPP government, they have it. Now, let me show you where Baumia is deceitful. The media, this digitization, it's not his. If we are talking about the government that actually moved Ghana to digitization, or John Dramani Mahama's government, because Omumpo Sasi, NIA Center to hold our data. And they got a company to test the system for how long? 2 years before they agreed. They said the company can move from 2D to smart card. That same company that hold Ghana. NIA. Now take your time and I want to read this with you. So read G or say IMS proposal was approved by NIA on October 20th, 2011. October 20th, 2011. That time, who was president? Now, he goes on to say this. And by the PPAP AC, April 2013-2012, which authorized the NIA and IMS to start with the issuance of Ghana cards to foreign nationals permanently resident in Ghana through the FIMS PPP project. So it clearly tells you, and this document, the company has it, NIA has it, Magis company has it, and the government of Ghana, they also have it. So it shows you clearly when the contract was signed, 2011. For this same company to go ahead and introduce the smart card. When you read H, following the technical success of the FIMS PPP project, the NIA applied to and was granted PPAC approval to proceed with the expansion of the FIMS PPP project to include the issuance of Ghana cards to Ghanaian nationals, subject to the negotiation of a contract in relation thereto. You see, so after NIA with FIMS, after they did the tests, pilot, they all agreed, say, Ghanaians also should be issued with what? With what we call the smart card. Ghana card na ndekuta muna. Baumia say, onene kofa ba this is what happened. So they were in motion, but at the same time, NDC was exiting power. So the Ghana card, smart card, had already been prepared. It was in motion. If the company that brought the idea, the proposal to NDC, Senka, that company wasn't around, you would say, Baumia Dems came with something new. The same company, Marges, that brought the smart idea, that moved out from 2D barcode to smart card, they are still here. Why hasn't Baumia and the MPP, why haven't they cancelled the contract and sacked them? Because it's the same thing John Mahama agreed on, that Ghana card should be moved to a smart card. Now, when you read upon receipt of PPAC approval, NIA requested that IMS, or that's the Identity Management System, that's the company, proceed with the designing and development of the technical system to be used for the expanded scope of the FIMS PPP project as per the PPPAC approval feasibility. So they gave them the green light. They gave them the green light to apply that technology they have. So the NDC government in 2011 gave the green light that Ghana card should be moved to what we call smart card, and the Baumia is making noise about. Oh yeah, who did they know? Now, sir, maybe you're interested, but I want to read a J. Pursuant to this request, IMS designed, built, and financed the extended scope assets. It says, which have been transferred to NIA under the expanded scope asset transfer agreement between NIA and IMS dated April 5th, 2018. So when IMS did all this, did the design, did the development, after John Mahama them gave them green light, in 2018, they officially made Ghanaians understand, say, these people were in power. Why didn't they say, yes, we are in power, this is bad? But they didn't say that. They just allowed this to do what? To go on. They just allowed it to happen because they knew that the NDC had put this together. Baumia knows this company was the company that moved Ghana from 2D barcode to smart card. And it was the NDC they dealt with, signed a contract with, developed it, and now he came to take the credit. Now, when you go to I, when you go to K, I'll say the parties wish to record their agreement regarding the expansion of the FIMS PPP project being currently executed by IMS to include the issuance of biometric smart cards and 2D barcode cards to Ghanaian nationals, and the design, build, financing, and operating of an online verification platform or platforms, and the supply of NIA approved personal data sets to approved NIA stakeholders as prescribed by law. Now, from all that I'm reading to you, you need to understand the say. This whole national identification card, Ghana card, a government, a buyer, NDC government, John Mahama, they made sure that Ghana card had been moved from 2D barcode to smart card. There's no argument about this. And if the NDC, their foot soldiers are going to argue, their communicators, the MPP should bring something to tell us, say, all these things we're talking about, this company, the proposal, everything was a lie. Nai started under John Mahama. And he was smart to make sure, say, OC data center, because he wanted Ghanaians to own the data, keep the data, protect the data, and make sure, say, every Ghanaian gets what? A Ghana card. Now, when you move forward, you see this, and this is quite interesting. Now, so we read baby 1.1.10. That is where the red mark is. It says, a change in government led to further technical and legal review in January 2017. So, Bawumia Dems, when it came in 2017, something happened. It goes on to say this: a technical committee was established to ascertain the readiness of NIA existing technical system to deliver national ID system, or to recommend a new way to achieve the establishment of NIS and issuance of cards to all Ghanaians. Now, Bawumia power no. When they came, they told NIA I said they should halt what they are doing. When they came now, the process was ongoing. 2017, and Bawumia say they should halt their job. Now, the existing program they are using, and I say the existing system, no, they wanted to know, say, existing system, papa and papa. Sa existing system and margins, they buy now move from 2D to smart card. So, Bawumia I'm so NIA and almost saki for and almost some person has a system now. John Mahama mu use a good system and I say a bad system. It's Bawumia setting up a committee himself. That committee was chaired by the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. Now, I want to show you something. There was so many information I was supposed to show you. Now, Osamotia says that this document I need to show you. There was a disagreement between NIA and IMS4 about who to keep the data now. The Attorney General came out and actually wrote to NIA, firms, IMS4 and said, the Attorney General said they don't understand why this process is delaying, because everything has been put in place. You people should be able to sort this matter out. If NIA is going to keep the data, the NIA should keep the data so that you people can start making sure that cards are going out. So this is the letter from the Attorney General. And after the show, I'll publish the letter for every single individual to read. And know, sir, the Attorney General on record actually wrote. And in fact, let me see if I can read a little part of the letter for you. The second paragraph says, we note that there is some misunderstanding between NIA and Identity Management System regarding the conduct of the audit. We note also that the factory acceptance test remains outstanding due to the inability of the parties to agree on a date to carry out the test. So the acceptance test was that pilot in Omoyen. That's the name they gave it to it. And the Attorney General admitted, say, he's seeing, say, there's some confusion. The test has been done. You people just agree, and then let's make sure cards now are flowing, because the system has accepted the cards and everything is active. And there was this small disagreement. In fact, Sankenyes had disagreement where Anka John Dramani Mahama Anko Bel Lanche sa Ghana card way, smart Ghana card way before leaving office. But that thing whereby John Mahama's administration too were trying to protect Ghana's data, no, they didn't want IMS to just have everything. So NIA, those times, they were actually going back and forth with what? With IMS about who to keep the data. And no NMA John Mahama mo a delay in launching a Ghana card, smart card now, and the Bawumia did know. Because when you go into the documents, you will see, say, there was an email exchange between NIA4 and IMS4 about why they are not meeting at a point. So when you read some of the emails, it's like, thank you, Andrew. Please find attached current mapping status. Note that the migration has not started. We are still analyzing and creating conversion procedures. It is good suggestion to leave out some blocking migration issues for later with the aim to gain time. We would just need a clear status as to what to leave out from our conversion procedure. When you go down there, it says, our recommendation is to avoid changing the DB, that's the database structure, by adding migration data fields to function business data table. So it was technical. They were going back and forth. The IMS people wanted to have all the data. NIS2 was saying, no, we need to take our time because these things are very crucial. They are very vital to Ghanaians. We need to make sure, say, where we are picking the information from are accurate. We cannot put anything in there. Remember, time and NIA for Equa Abontine physically to go and take fingerprint near the Adamoma receipt. They were putting everything on the CD. They were putting every information, the data on the CD. They have to come to Accra and come and print it and come and look until these people came to NDC and told them, say, this is what we want to do. We want to move it from 2D barcode to a smart card. Now, let me show you where Bawumia comes in and why Bawumia cannot defend this, because Bawumia is a liar. Ghana card does not belong to Bawumia. He has no knowledge about Ghana card. He's feeding on our ignorance. Feeding on the deliberate attempt by the media to make Bawumia look like your digital wizard. He is not. He's claiming something that does not belong to him. Now, see. Report of the Technical Committee on National Identification Project, 1st March 2017. Now, Technical Committee was put together in 2017 by Bawumia. And when he put that committee together, that committee was supposed to look at the whole process and say, NDC for any margins for process no more, moving Ghana ID from 2D barcode to smart card, whether it is necessary, it is good or not. Because say I was say a technical committee my report to say in fact margins for NI for the number and the so be so and to mean change fee. Did Bawumia and the MPP cancel that process, that proposal, that contract, that deal? Did they see anything wrong with it? Omu say NDC for disca. Omu say NDC for the normal year na nyanse na nyanse nim na eno na ye Ghana card digital and I say Ghana card. So Bawumia set this technical committee together. He put it together. Now see what the report said. This is the report, and Bawumia has a copy. The NIA, they have a copy. NPP has a copy. The government of Ghana, they have a copy. Nobody can sit anywhere else and say we've made anything up. No. Now, Bawumia set up committee in 2017, 1st March. This is what the committee came up and came to show Bawumia. Now, when you go down there, way forward. A. Way forward. A. Says, yes, study fish row. Way forward. It is the considered opinion of the committee that 3 viable options are available to Ghana for delivering a modern and enhanced national EID solution. It is the considered opinion of the committee. Committee in a catcher Bawumia say that 3 viable options, or more options, miensa, also muyimu bako. And may I say, option, and then omujina so I can say, wait, you bet to me, and make sure say, you know what we call national EID solution, national ID card, digital. Now, the first one was use of existing biometric databases within the current PPP solution. Which is the current PPP solution? Which is the existing one? The existing current PPP solution is between NIA and Margins, and that is the existing contract between Ghana government and Margins. The existing was the one they came to meet. It meaning say contract now NDC signed here with Margins, that public-private partnership, omo in their committee, omo making yoma miensa. There na here say aban bejiatum. The first one was use of existing biometric database within the current PPP solution. Inti almost say either say befa the ohosisi na Mahama sign NDC put it together now almost started say release data the smart card And then the second option was this: use of existing biometric database in a new solution. Inti whether we have to go and take a new solution and I say use the existing one. And then the third one here, implement a completely new enrollment solution without leveraging the existing biometric data. Either somebody a new one cry abramon for sanka existing data and that's say and that's for problem bianca ho. These were the three options. Committee na Bawumia say, this is Bawumia's committee. So omunko hwehwem say Mahama free power no NIA contract na ne Mahama buying any margins sign here na move kana card from 2D barcode to smart card no eye adea I say toaso Mahama munim nyansa eye digital card. So committee came back and this is what they said. Now see the same report. Conclusion. Report of the Technical Committee of National Identification Authority. The committee found out that there exists a PPP arrangement between NIA and IMS, and that the two institutions have jointly implemented a solution for the registration of eligible foreigners. The NIA-IMS partnership has developed a 10-key solution for the registration of Ghanaians. In the report, Bawumia say, Oma will find out to say there was a partnership agreement between NIA and margins, PPP solutions, and to me develop a modern system, a digital system where they can do what? Register foreigners and also register Ghanaians digitally, saving the data. It goes on to say this. The NIA-IMS partnership has developed a turnkey solution for the registration of Ghanaians that support instant issuance of multi-purpose smart card. Or see, the NIA-IMS partnership, the John Mahama NIA and IMS, the identity management solution, their partnership, this is what it says. The NIA-IMS partnership has developed a 10-key solution for the registration of Ghanaians that support instant issuance of multi-purpose smart cards. So these are the findings of the committee Bawumia put together after they accepted, say, the existing solutions or the existing solution should stay. And the existing solution, what was the job? The existing solution with margins through John Mahama's NIA was to move Ghana card from 2D barcode to smart card. He goes on to say this. This 10-key solution is based on joint technical requirement developed by NIA and IMS and is an expansion of the FIMS. And the FIMS is the Foreign Identity Management System. Is an expansion of FIMS project which IMS developed and is currently being executed under a PPP arrangement with NIA. So they accepted that this card, this smart card, it was a partnership between the John Mahama NIA and also FIMS that their mother company is doing margins, and that they were able to do what? Do cards for foreigners and Ghanaians, and they were smart cards. I didn't write this report. Bawumia's own report, his committee in 2017. This is a report they sent to Bawumia. The expanded system anticipated the benefit of leveraging on NIA existing data and its assets. IMS has therefore incorporated the use of almost all of NIA legacy data, equipment, and consumables in their solution to achieve some savings on the registration time and cost, and as well as minimizing data entry. So committee under Bawumia who say the NIA and IMS, they work so much, they sync to the point whereby because they work together they've been able to find decent, simple ways to put or sync the data, whereby it has become even easier for Ghana cards to be printed. The new smart Ghana card, if any Ghana card. So his own committee and say what John Mahama did, what he started, what he was doing is the best. And Bawumia never cancelled this. So from 2017, he has known this. From 2017, he has known John Mahama sign a contract to move Ghana card from a 2D barcode to 3D smart card, to smart card, e-card, Ghana card, e-card. Now, let me show you another thing. Now, in their own report, he was the chairman of that committee. You know. When you read a visit to NIA, observations and findings, we are going to read the part whereby it's circled red. But we'll read the one two up there. Let me show you. I say, the committee had a meeting at the premises of NIA and followed it up with an extensive inspection of its facilities and premises. The committee made several observations, notable amongst which were that 1. NIA has collected registration data on about 16 million. So, before John Mahama left office, under his leadership, the National Identification Authority, they had collected a database of 60 million Ghanaians. Everything these people are telling you today, it was sitting there already. 60 million Ghanaians had been registered by the John Mahama NIA, by the John Mahama administration. This is Bawumia's committee. Let me read this again. NIA has collected registration data on about 60 million citizens, of which 9 million records had been loaded into the NIA database. The other records were stored on compact disc. Inti time manager Mahama every power no from 2011 and 2008 the omukoye and manual ni nyina no, he was able to move them through the collaboration between NIA and a margins no. They were able to move that manual from 60 million people no. Na time na ofri power na nipa 9 million. 9 million out of the 60 million no, had been recorded and put into NIA database. They were at NIA office, and this job was done by the NDC administration. This job was done by the NDC administration. In the time of power, now 16 million people were already registered. 9 million people were sitting in the database of NIA and IMS. So, now when you read the two, I say about 2.7 million identification cards had been personalized using 2D barcode technology. Out of this 2.7 million cards, only about 900,000 of them have been distributed. So you understand, say that was the time they had started, in fact, printing the cards, the smart cards, and 900,000 people, they have been issued cards. So this card they are talking about, before they came to power, 60 million people have been registered. 9 million people were in the data of NIA. 900,000 people had the smart card before Bawumia came to power. So where on earth, and this I'm reading, they are making a Bawumia committee report, or any committee, go and find a committee report, ask him. When he start talking about Ghana card, and then he's lying. He's lying. He has nothing to do with Ghana card. When we say wherefore, some people have protected him until he always hides behind that. He has not Bawumia only be BI or Ghana card. The process Mahama put together, it is running by itself. As far as in 2015, about almost a year, Nipa 16 million had been registered. Now, let me show you something. The NIA currently holds a stock of about 12 million blank cards. The registration and instant issuance of NID cards for foreign nationals under films was ongoing. The whole registration and card issuance process takes approximately 8 minutes. So, under John Mahama's initiative, under a collaboration between John Mahama's NIA and IMS, you took only 8 minutes to get your Ghana card. This is Bawumia's report. Oba na obeka say NIA for enjoy adwuma nyina ye. Obeti committee na hwehwem said the omo ye no ebe seen that the same IMS is working. Ghana for etumu for ayamuntie. Na sankwase for we omo nka no kre. I have told you there's nothing connected to Bawumia. Digital Ghana card, Obwa, he has no knowledge. He came to meet it. media and protecting NPP. They don't own Ghana card. Anytime I bought videos before I started the editorial. Obwa. Now let me show you this. The chief of staff, after all this, Frema Opare issued a statement. It is there, they know. And in the statement, this is what she said. The directive followed government's acceptance of the recommendation of a technical committee established by the vice president to study and advise on strategies for implementing the NIS project. The government had, and I quote, determined that the existing agreement between NIA and IMS constitute a viable and effective vehicle for the implementation of a modern, robust, and reliable NIS for Ghana, consistent with government stated policy commitments. So the chief of staff Frema Opare in her statement, releasing to government institutions, telling them, but remember, time John Mahama ever power no, there was something that was happening people didn't know. Time John Mahama president this company called margins by now almost test review no. The government of the day under John Mahama, they issued a statement. And let me show you this. The government under Mahama, after almost 2-year pilot review, who say yes, this system is moving as digital. John Dramani Mahama government released a statement, and the date is the 18th of June 2014. What did they say? John Mahama's administration said, moratorium on acquisition of automated fingerprint identification system, that is AFIS, by ministries, departments, and agencies. Before this, Mahama having a contract, or the NDC government having a contract with this company, government agencies, different agencies were signed, having their own contract with different companies about how to store their data. So after the test was done and Mahama's administration realized that this was a solid one, they released this moratorium telling all government agencies to say there's going to be one base, one database hub that everybody is going to be sitting in. So until the Mahama administration told government agencies, SEPs, customs, now we are going to move all of you onto one data. So for Bawumia to come today to tell you, said they have done something extraordinary. This decision was taken by the NDC administration. John Mahama taking decision where movie every government institution on one hub, on one data hub. Senior Beya, government institution data will not go to different companies that were rendering those services. So that is what John Mahama did. That is what the NDC did. The building of a smart Ghana card was started by the NDC. The issuance of Ghana card, smart Ghana card, was started by the NDC. Before the NDC left power, over 16 million Ghanaians had registered. 900,000 Ghanaians had gotten their card. Almost like the numbers were there, they were working. Bawumia came to power, NPP came to power, they didn't cancel the contract. The same process, the same contract, the same PPP is what we are seeing today. So I want to ask you a simple question. What did Bawumia do? Today he's claiming ownership for Ghana card. What did Bawumia do? What did Bawumia do? What did the NPP do? And the NPP communicators have failed the NDC and they have failed John Mahama. Ghana card belongs to John Mahama. See, the politics are John Mahama's wisdom has brought us here today. If John Mahama had launched Ghana card, John Mahama saw it as a national thing. At the latter part of his presidency, he could have come out and launched this and made it a fanfare, but he didn't, because he said this is a progress. It needs to be done. But the NDC, the NDC communicators have failed John Mahama. Till date, Ghana for me the only teams Bawumia na buy Ghana card. Ghana card na hold that. Ghana card was started by John Mahama to make Ghana card digital from 2D Akufo side contract. Let me tell you, Akufo actually signed a contract to the first company. Started 2D no until margins by omni NDC Bekasa J contract free Mofos. That was the company's name. Akufo signed a contract with a company called Mofos. New name no. It had the name, but change from their name was Segam. Segam. The contract Akufo signed first in 2008. It was with a company called what? Segam. Omo printed 2D cards no. Time of power signed in 2009 no. Mahama mo buy no. And almost 30 year jumana and omunya proposal from this company called Margins. And omoji 2D no contract the margins say they should move it from 2D to smart card. So NPP has got nothing, and I'll give credit to Akufo for initiating it. But when we're talking about somebody who made Ghana card today, moving it from 2D to digital, it's John Mahama. Because even before he was leaving office, 60 million cards were in the system. 900,000 people had seen their card. 2.5 million and over. They were, what are you talking about? Bawumia has nothing to his name. John Mahama. Oh yeah, NDC near Ghana. When you go anywhere, tell the NPP that John Mahama is starting Ghana card. Enya Bawumia obwa anything at debiano. Say eba Ghana and some anu akọ dive. Oh, digitization. Somebody started digitization. Somebody who had wisdom, vision, built NIA because he knew that we are going to move Ghanaians to a digital platform. We are going to move Ghanaians onto something called smart card, e-card, and that they needed a place to protect that data. This is simple. Remember, NPP ni bi engineer baby can say Ghana card and the NPP na de buy obwa. Bawumia has nothing. They can come out and say this document is a lie. They should bring another document to prove. Monday, let their communicators go on TV with their own facts and tell Ghana for say Kevin Taylor Bois, we are going to publish all these documents and show them said this is the document. Is it a truth or lies? Company nominate Mahama, Bawumia committee no. Results no the buyer no. Has anything changed? So why is Bawumia claiming any nonsense about Ghana card? Bawumia is a liar. Bawumia kind of correct. Ghana card, Ghana card it was initiated. It was put together by the NDC. John Mahama did the job. Now, yeneni papa Ghana for mama mwenimbiye. What John Mahama had in mind for Ghana was bigger than us. Mahama was thinking 10 years ahead of Ghana. Mahama was thinking like Nkrumah. Mahama had positioned Ghana in a way where if he had had that 4 years, we wouldn't be where we are today. We are not mad, my friends. In Jimmy, sir, we have traveled. We know what these things can do. The person who started as an economist today is only talking about digitization because he knows. Sir, Ghana for a chamontro. Mrs. MPP Nibi wants to meet me on any platform to debate me. I'll do this. And I expect the communication team, Sami Jemfi, to have a press conference, put documents out to tell the MPP say Ghana card basically is Ghana card today because of John Mahama's intentions and his positive thinking. The NDC communication is weak, and Sami Jemfi needs to understand this is not a fanfare for women to be hugging you and all that. It's about telling the people the truth. You people are destroying your party. And you people need to talk to your Sami Jemfi. You need a press conference on this. Mama Ghana for Tiasie. Bawumia did not start Ghana card, e-passport, e-Ghana card. John Mahama. I've read the technical reports to you. I'll publish everything. You'll see our counter documents no anywhere. And we will speak on this matter. I'll open the lines for just 5 minutes and then pick some few calls and then end today's show. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. I'll be right back.
We have today 16 million Ghanaians with unique identities. And that is a major transformation. A lot of people sometimes don't even appreciate what the impact of the Ghana card is. But if you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact. Under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card. Under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, For the first time in our history, Ghana has successfully issued a digital national ID card.
All right, you're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Taylor. Let me pick a few calls and end today's show. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, Kasamitio.
Yeah, Kevin.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
That was near my power, yeah, Magana. That's the near my power, yeah, Magana. Now, Kevin, you remember how Metasho program, because I pretty cheap. In fact, I think the NDC communicators no the your mama abro because said the name at I think the name be real ha make na it making kind of internet na name be real ha yi nti be say communicators na hwe yi na name pa NDC ye no yetimi abo ho da real Ghana for at say the name we nyina ho na ba omi aso a wo twa ntro che Ghana for a ba omi a onya kremuni papa nyame kan ho
sure, but thank you very much for the call. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Apantafono one course school. Apantafono one course school. And I'm the what you say? Hey, what you free chess about? Hey, what you free chess about? And I'm the who put your school fees. I want your school fees to know. What you buy for Tom for what? And now sort of back with your Google market now at turn. And that's Apantafono course school. Need business school now. So you just school fees are free HS and chance, and then they choose school fees into what set. I could have every I will be about that.
Thank you very much, boss. Yamisha also. Thank you for the call. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, Mbajokasa.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Kevin, me the mic and Fefi Odomi.
Yeah.
And refer me chiao. One maybe problem work a sipa say penny for media as a MPP for some and refer be a ya metio but metio this a menya document na media day and I'm say space be any wa adichia metimi akwa che any on one want me antie no it remain with me alone intimi ma fam adwin say NDC sabe power biem. Let's say we MP. I wadi MP for 4 years. Let's say want me anya frequency. Ewo constituency a me dominant ko ponsi ye be to abatia. Ye be to abatia in a sense and can da me no kese adechia I should have a radio station where I can share this information. But I cannot share it because the people own the radio stations. They will not even give you the space. But you people are the chief beneficiaries as MPs. What are you doing? Now everything based on communication. Every day say when you say Sami Jenfi should work on the communication. Kevin, some of us are in the bush here. We are doing very, very well, but there's no space for us to work. There's no space for us to communicate. There's no space for us to share your documents because they own the stations. So I'm telling our MPs, they should get this into their head. Say, so power. The first thing they should be thinking.
Oh, sorry.
On some of the stations.
Thank you very much, boss. Thank you.
It.
All right. Thank you. Let me pick a call from this side. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello.
Kevin.
Yes.
Only Kevin. President signing.
Oh, stadium. Abia. Did you have a call?
Yes, I'm bravo.
Nice one.
Now where they?
Everything is good.
What I want to quick now.
Yeah, me too.
System so the conference seminar choke no. Media man who say omo ba me tiko anna say so the system no Ghana fusi bi o matam no. O say no time honorable or chairman sabosu mazi for no agu abontin wo mazi a omo the biggest position no 2 hours na ba me so kasa it is already no honorable chairman sabosu na nya ba me running mate that time na of super ekwan any project to me no not the on running Nani made the constituency no more demonstration no. Nani the leader na opposite permanent nobody 2024 no. Also wakasa on them mpuntu yuma say card ni here na mpuntu nye. It do share side na nkofo na gaza kufu ado regime no ne MPP o say omu regime we go a breakuna chairman of the longest parliamentarian constituency omu pe mpuntu gwa bontin 2 hours asana ba omi ebe kasa wo it is a sabi enya dwon poni na nyi
na consider our statement no yeah or consider yeah
statement no enti yefani ye it is a sietime kuku sante ina kwatra say ya be kate so 2 years ni oh ama bu bose wo krom ha wo imagine say Kenan kusa do do be krom ha a mo de sante ni kwatra bia ye kokate so omo ka so do do wakati na wo me nye ehu kapade mfanchire Ghana fo eso isabe wo kan Ghana atoku nyina ye benye obi abonisrem na na ni agi adi show boy kan asado do party do pa na na do asa kire ya wo social media en ha kumasi ni bia ha MPP ni bia ha
and the NTB has a bia dem
mama wase ba saw menhia enya ohiri mom bi na di pia bonten yenya ohiri bi ka se president pa ye dia abre ya o sabia so sawo ohiri na no kasa asabe ba bonten no party na se o sebi enti omo na agigi na na do so na do bon abon nyina ye 88% ye hemfu ana kusi boate ma so konde ya kasa Kevin Yamisha.
That's it. Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Me Free Germany.
Yeah.
From David. Hey, Kevin. About 1 year ni me flower me nyao. Me flower sa anyway, another my lucky. Unim. Yeah, me person when you mind. Sa MPP, NDC communicators no. Na wa bo mo tu japa because me hu adwuma mo ye. Information na we di betu odina no. Only 1 or 2 bi pe.
Mon blame Sami Jemfi. Mon nyina mon blame Sami Jemfi. Mon nyina mon blame Sami Jemfi. On communicators the captain. Mon blame no.
Yeah. Me too me pacho eya bo mo jatu mo tu jama e pa. Because
Mayor Samau, thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Ghana card need you. I had my Ghana card from 2009. I was down Suman Smith flat, finance flat, control. Down Suman finance flat control. That was where I had my first Ghana 2009. Now in DV, that time I had my license for me person me kuchi taxi, but I was underage, so I had to lie on my Ghana card to increase my age to be able to drive a commercial car. The card I had with me here, comparing to my new Ghana card, has the same identification number, but they are so timid or dumb to not be able to detect my age difference, because the new Ghana card. I know my correct me real age edit to him. I had my Ghana card from 2009.
So yeah, chantra be seen there. But has nothing to do with Ghana card. Only idea be about Ghana card. Boss, that's it. Thank you very much. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. Yes, sir.
From me abolo mi fefi alajo but FM is a common sense. Kevin, the whole baomia otufu pa Ghana card ni baomia ka fa ho nyina nye nukware. Senior odi analysis ni go ho no. Sa na etie. But maybe some say common sense na yedi bu o man e ifa. But any common sense be a debu man. Even self as a vice president, Ubeba Bontiaka say the 1,000 interchange etuho UEFA Ghana can net say credibility nasa.
when we say amamunu ajinsem because nyanse bi enim Ghana card Kevin Pacho ye
Abio. Oh, this is bad. I lost this caller. Oh wait, yeah.
Nyansa na asa. Ena omampenyi na akasa ye na Akufo-Addo na nkasa kan nyansa omudwane ko IMF say na economic team ni wu ye no afi omu ko credibility. What as nyansa ni nye adwuma. Nyansa na nkasa edibu o man na nye adwuma.
But that's it. Boss, thank you very much.
Yes.
But that's bad. Thank you. Hello caller. My last caller and I'm ending today's show. Hello caller.
Wale Kukwazgu.
How are you?
I'm calling from Wale Kukwazgu, town.
Okay. We are listening to you.
You finished. So he's my big brother. You finish him like that.
I finished him. He can't talk about Ghana card again. He's a liar.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. They always say that this evening when you started with your Quranic version with Allah's 99 names, I was so happy. Look, from the Quran, it said, وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلَ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. That whenever falsehood meets truth, falsehood will perish because falsehood by its nature is bound to perish whenever truth is available. So you have exposed by you have exposed him to edge. Look, we told them, that whatever happened to Ali Muhammad is going to be worse. They have no iota of in every program that they see in Ghana. Everything that they are using now was stolen from the NDC manifesto or from Kwame Nkrumah's manifesto, Kwame Nkrumah's program. They don't have anything. Tell
your Wale people in your language that Baumia is a liar. He didn't bring Ghana card.
But Baumia didn't bring Ghana card. The boy just answered that 2009 he was already having Ghana card. Where was Nana Akufo-Addo and Baumia in 2009?
Yeah.
Where were they? It was and I just want to say something in my language really quick for them to understand. But tomorrow is the Congress.
Yeah.
They've been lying to people that they think that he's going to be selected. Tomorrow is the judgment day.
No, tomorrow is not. Tomorrow is not the one for. Tomorrow they are not selecting the president. Tomorrow is for the executives, the secretary, the general secretary, the chairman. Their main one will come. The one will come later.
Okay. So then I will reserve that. No, I will just say we will see. Very, very soon it will come.
All right.
We will see.
Thank you very much. All right.
And let me speak my language and tell them something.
Speak your language. Speak your language.
Yes. Yeah, Anula. I'm being a madam, but I'm not so open to be. Rapping you let you. But maybe in the year in the human progressive in this woman of impact. Bamson Yala which are Dadam Wombara. Kakatru and Fanny. It's my Bamsaka Bamsum Makut. I'm doing like Marma. Bamsing the Tony Kazi, Bamsin Chazir one Zilka, Tilda Dadam, Novri, Palaka, this love. The love about make this Zuhal Nepal. Bonye Hali, Kayalaman to Power and Yubutum Bagdipin.
All right, I think I lost my brother. Thank you very much for being part of today's show. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Don't ever allow anyone to tell you that the NPP Baumia brought Ghana card to Ghana. No, he has nothing to his name. Ghana card was actually started by Kufuor, and moving Ghana card from a 2D or analog to smart card or e-card was by the John Mahama administration. Don't let anyone lie to you. It's about time we started speaking truth and asking questions, and not just taking any answer, taking reasonable answers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of truth. It will hit and it will make a difference. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We will be here on Monday to talk about Ghana. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless. Let's stay safe. Good night.